Please welcome Chris Jericho.
Hello. I don't know if you guys remember that Mike Tyson actually did knock me out a couple of years ago, but we just have made friends backstage. So the rift has been healed, ladies and gentlemen. So WrestleMania is here after a week of pomp and circumstance and fan access and signing autographs and shaking hands and kissing babies, but now all of it is over. The culmination of that whole week, the culmination of the whole year is tonight. The hype is over, the talk is over, and it's time to make the donuts. The show starts in about an hour and a half, so we're ready. This is the zone, and I wanted to come out here and do this conference and get it done now because it's time for me to get into that zone and get ready to do the biggest show of the year and have the best match of the night.
Any questions?
Do I decide? Oh, okay.
You can pick.
Oh, really? Well, he can go.
Chris, you've competed in many memorable championship matches at WrestleMania's past. You could pick one, maybe two. What are some of your most memorable WrestleMania moments?
First of all, I want this to be like a press conference in the movie, so you have to say what your name is and where you're from.
Brian, CBS Radio.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, good. I want it to be like when the Beatles invaded in '64. Yeah, I mean, I think my best memory of WrestleMania that I was competed in was WrestleMania 19 against Shawn Michaels from Seattle, and that was the first time that I've ever stolen the show at WrestleMania, which is something that everybody wants to do every time there is a WrestleMania, and we're very fortunate that there's only been 27 other matches or 26 other matches that can say they stole the show at WrestleMania, and it was a culmination of a great angle, a great storyline between Shawn and myself. And I haven't felt the same way that I did that night until tonight and today. I think we have another chance to, if all the fruit lines up and everything goes well, I think tonight will be a very memorable, shall I say, classic match or whatever you want to say. So that's probably my favorite memory that I was involved in. My favorite WrestleMania memory from somebody else was WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. I think Owen was one of my early heroes, and that was the match that really made him into a star, and Bret, another one of my favorites. So to me, that was like, wow. What a great match that just really solidified what it was that I wanted to do. I was already in the business at the time, but that one really took me to a different place. And then, of course, Savage versus Steamboat and WrestleMania 3 was the one that got me into wanting to wrestle in the first place.
Good luck.
Thank you. Adam, you decide. It's too hard for me. Too much pressure.
You talked about stealing the show at WrestleMania. Is that more difficult this year considering some of the matches on here? You got Rock and Cena, you got Taker and
Well, I mean, the thing about stealing the show is you can never say, tonight we're going to steal the show. All you know is that there's the potential, the storyline of it, the hype put behind it, the buzz that's surrounding it, and I think our match is one of three. And I think if you have a whole pie of wrestling fans, I think there's a big piece of that pie that are looking forward to Punk and Jericho more than the other two, as there's, I'm sure, a lot that want to see Rock and Cena, a lot that want to see Triple H and Taker, and a lot that are interested in all three. So every WrestleMania is like this. There's always 2 or 3 matches that could be that match. This year, we have the potential to do that. And like I said, if everything goes the way that I want it to go, I think we'll definitely give everybody else a run for their money. But I don't know what the other guys have planned, and who knows how things are going to go. But I think tonight gives us the chance to be that show-stealing match. And at the very least, to have a great match that people will enjoy and will really give the people their money's worth that paid to see us do our thing.
Jim?
Jim Morrison, Miami Herald. Wondering, Chris, using Fozzy and all, could there be any collaborations with American Idol James Durbin in the future?
There he is. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, James and I met when I was doing Dancing with the Stars, and he was on American Idol, and it was a real kind of kindred spirits. We were going through the same thing. And it's funny, too, because I have to be very careful what I do with Fozzy whenever I talk about it in the WWE world, because in the WWE world, I'm such a jerk that, like, I could bring my sweet old mother out and people will call her a crack whore. So I have to be careful with what I bring out there and make people realize that there's, Anthony Hopkins doesn't really walk down the street in a straitjacket eating people's livers. It's a character he plays. So, but yeah, James and I could do some rocking in the future. It'd be very, very cool.
Given your desire to come in with a fresh idea every time you return to WWE, how has these past months met your expectations when you're preparing to come back?
I think it's another great chapter in the Jericho story. I mean, my whole concept of coming back was for this day. When I went to see Vince McMahon in his office last August, it was about WrestleMania, about today. And, you know, the storyline we've had with, you know, me talking about Punk's family and all that stuff, it makes it more personal. It makes people connect to it more, and I think it's really peaking at the right time. And I think that this incarnation of Jericho, as every incarnation, has elements of the old Jerichos, but also creating new things and new ideas and new character traits. Because you can't do the same thing all the time. I mean, we're on TV 52 weeks a year, every year. If you can come out and look the same and act the same and have the same character, it gets boring very quickly. So I always like to try and do as much as I can to change things and do different shades of what Jericho is as a character.
Okay, last question. In the back.
I think Miami's such a, it's got such a reputation as like a real party town, and you know, everyone talks about like the South Beach and all that sort of stuff. And the thing I like best about Miami was actually, it sounds weird, but for us, it's like the hotel that we're staying at, the Intercontinental Miami. I can probably say that now, and if I can't, then edit that out. I didn't say it. That's been the best by far hotel as far as the organization they've had for us. The people that work there have been amazing. I mean, it's been very pain-free. Like, there's not every year there's usually something going on. Too many fans or this or that. So the hotel has been amazing. The convention center where we had access was amazing. This stadium is incredible. I was actually here a couple years ago to see Paul McCartney, which was awesome. So, I mean, this is just a great city for what I've seen, and everything just very centralized, and the people have been great, really. I mean, a lot of times you say that, but I really mean it. The people of Miami have really supported WrestleMania and made it into this one to very something special for all of us. Well, I lived in Mexico for 2 years, so I used to speak very good Spanish, but I kind of forgot a lot about it. So I'm kind of speaking pidgin Spanish at this point in time.
Ladies
Let's do one more. I want a girl to ask me a question. Does any girls have a question? I see. Yes. Yes. First of all, what's your name and where are you from? Oh, I know Kaz. Hi, Kaz. I have your tattoo on my shoulder, remember? Do I have a special outfit? Yeah, it's a long story. We met at Access a couple days ago. Everybody has and creates new outfits for WrestleMania, which is the coolest thing. And yes, I do have something new and something special. And it actually was quite... it cost me a lot of money, but I was like, you know what? Did Paul Stanley care what his costume looked like for 1976 Destroyer? No, he just went and did it and had this crazy, awesome, legendary look. So yes, there is something new, and you will see it in probably 3 or 4 hours. So stay tuned. They're going to explode, actually. Yeah, I'm going to spontaneously combust in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. So look forward for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho.
Thank you.